66% damage, extra lightning, 19. Look at that. I don't care. I want 4 of these. 4. I wanted to prove to you guys you could drop 4. Hey guys, what's up? It's New. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Citadel farming for profit and what I've been doing recently to make a boatload of currency by target farming Citadels. Except I'm not really target farming Citadels, I'm just naturally running into them by doing other Atlas farms, Breach and Magic Finding mostly. But I just naturally stumble onto Citadel after Citadel after Citadel. We had many dozens at this point, and you can see there's a Copper Citadel up for grabs. So I figured I'd turn the camera on and talk about it a little bit and show what happened last night. I dropped 4 whopping fragments, the most expensive fragment for the Citadels. 4 of them equaled over 10 divines worth of profit. And yeah, that's probably something some of you guys would like to know how to do. So we're going to talk about it, and the very first thing we need to discuss is how to find the Citadels, because I know there's going to be some of you watching this video who are going to have absolutely no idea how to find the Citadels, and it's still up in the air, and there's so much conjecture about it. Really, it's quite simple, guys. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it, but the developers have stated that the Atlas is a lot like Delve was, which simply means, in PoE1 terms, get away from the starting location as far as you can. The farther you go, the better the rewards will be in many respects, and this seems to be true for this case as well. I will even go ahead and fast forward back up to the original location, and then I'll just kind of show you how far I've gone. You can see I started seeing a few Citadels kind of initially, but then if you pause this video, you're going to see them kind of all over the place. They just naturally show up everywhere, and we finally arrived here. There's a whole bunch of other areas that I've farmed, and there's quite a few Citadels. There might be something to finding certain Citadels more often than others. I seem to be finding the Stone Citadel way more often. But at any rate, here we are. We got a copper, and I'm going to show you how I dropped 4 fragments. Can't be replicated every single time because it apparently depends on how much the Waystone drop chance is, and that is a big epiphany for me. I wasn't the least bit excited to do these because I was always just dropping 1. That's if I didn't fail it. And you know, as my character got stronger, I got more reliable at doing it. But I always just kind of did easiest maps. You know, the ones that don't even have suffix modifiers on them to give increased Waystone chance. Well, that's going about it the wrong way apparently. You should do the hard maps. You should try to crank up that Waystone drop chance because it counts for the fragments. And if you want to know what fragments I'm talking about, in case you're still not quite aware, Fated Crisis Fragment is the most expensive one, 2.5 divines a piece. There are 3 of them. They unlock the Arbiter fight. By the way, you can trade them away, or you can run them. So anyone doing SSF or wanting to run it as well will definitely want to know how to farm these fragments reliably and efficiently. So the Ancient Crisis Fragment's worth quite a bit less, but still some value. If you dropped 4, you get a couple divines. And then the Weathered Crisis Fragment, also worth a little less, maybe a little more than the one I just showed you. But yeah, there's definitely some value to be had. And regardless of what you're doing, if you're farming the Atlas at all, you're just going to naturally stumble onto these, and you're going to want to try to make the most of it. So what I've done is I've farmed a few towers, and I've actually plugged this one in, and this one revealed the Copper Citadel. I'm farming Breach naturally. You can see I got a quantity of items found and a Breach Precursor in there. But I'm actually going to throw this in here. We do have regular Precursors that can spawn with increased quantity of Waystones found in my map, and I do still care about quantity for the Breach maps. So this is a nice way to get sort of a double effective roll. I don't think quantity of items found counts for the fragments Waystone. I believe it's programmed directly into that Waystone number when you load up the map. But anyway, I'll put a couple of these in, and we're going to increase the number of Waystones that drop in the Copper Citadel as well. Quick reminder that the Atlas is going to matter here too. We get a whole bunch of increased effectiveness for Precursors, like right here. Here we get this big one that might proc. We also have some advantages right here with unstable energies to give a chance to proc the suffixes, which will dramatically increase the number of Waystones. I believe I need this to proc in order to drop 4 fragments. Otherwise, it's going to be 3 likely. So how many fragments are supposed to drop? Well, based on my understanding now, 0 to 299 Waystone chance. Should probably grab a map in here. I got all my best maps here with the highest Waystone drop chance. Most of them are over 600. Let's get the highest one. It's 675. Okay, so 0 to 299 on this number after you've loaded it in the map is 1 fragment drop. 300 to 599 should be 2, 600 to 1199 should be 3, and 1200 plus should be 4. I suppose 2400 would be 5. if the formula holds true, although I'm not sure how to get that much. But if we load this in, we're automatically going to get 3. I mean, there's basically no way we're not going to get 3, I think, because I can't go negative on this. I'm trying to get the most out of the Precursor and Waystone, increase effectiveness to maybe crank this up above 1200. If I get lucky with one or maybe both procs on that end, this will show up good. It has to be tier 15 plus. Quite often the best map is going to be pure suffix, a bricked, corrupted one that removes the prefix modifiers with increased quant rarity and all that. It's just negative. I don't care about magic finding this map. Even if a breach is on here, I'm not going to do the ritual. I'm not really going to pay attention to the delirium. If I go into the boss room with the delirium, I'm going to cancel it. And this one is harder than the others, and the reason why the fragment at the end is more expensive is because there's an issue, I guess, with the boss. He's bugged out and one-shotting players if you don't kill him really quickly. So for this particular Citadel, you need to be able to kill the boss very quickly. Look at that, 1210. Well, I got 1200 on the dot last time. I dropped 4. Let's see if I drop 4 again. But first, the most important thing right this second, I don't want to die. There's 10 divines on the line right now that I succeed through this, so I really don't want to die. In fact, I should probably turn off delirium, but I'm going to be just a little bit ballsy here, and I'm going to keep delirium on for now. It's going to be very embarrassing if I die. You can see even a deli boss really has no chance. I definitely do more damage than in terms of like tankiness that I have, but I am not squishy by any stretch of the imagination on this character. It's a Flicker Strike, Crit, Invoker, Monk. I'm going to be able to absolutely annihilate the boss. Maelstrom, Flask is going to help out with that greatly. So, yeah, we're almost there. I can get power charges outside of combat because of how I've made the build. So it should give me a great chance to succeed. And I don't... Oh, I can't cancel the Delirium because it was a Delirious map. I didn't catch that. Okay. Well, this is going to be a little extra hard then. This is scary because he's not supposed to live this long. That's quite alarming, actually. Okay, he's good. Okay. I've already dunked my flask down. I'm a little bit concerned. Should probably cancel or relog out of this. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to relog because I'm going to need more than one flask charge. Okay. Yeah, very ballsy here. I didn't expect him to be that tanky with the deliriousness. Probably not a good idea to run a delirious map. But you can exit the map and log back in, and I was going to do this anyway to get the loot. Again, 10 divines are on the line. I don't want to lose it, so it doesn't look good to do it this way. It's a little cheesy, but we use the tools available to us, so I'm going to do it. This way, I get all my flask charges back. Probably should have gone to the well, huh? I apologize to make the video a little bit longer. I might just cut it from here, actually, to save some time. Okay, I made it to the end. I actually kind of cleared everything. So we are going to go port out back to the well. We have 6 portals, as long as we don't die. That's fine. And yeah, let's do this thing. 4 fragments on the line. Okay, power charges. Loading them up. Oh my god. It's frozen, right? Ho, ho, ho. I thought I was gonna die for sure if he wasn't frozen. Woo! Man, that was a gut wrencher. Note to self: don't do this on deliriousness. There it is. 4 fragments. I like this game. It's fun. There's some stakes sometimes. There's the rest of the loot. All right, guys, so that's how you get 4 fragments. 1,200+% increase Waystones found in area. If you hit below 1,200, between 600 and 1199, you're going to get 3. In most cases, I'm going to get 3. If I don't put a crazy high Waystone percent map plugged in there, which is obviously going to be very difficult, and then also get some favorable procs, probably proc the Waystone. Maybe it's forced to proc only the suffixes if there are only suffixes. What I'm talking about is this. I'd be curious to know, if you have no prefixes, does this just automatically force the suffixes to be 25% more effective? I don't know. But you know what? I'm really, really glad I put these on the tower, because if I hadn't, I would not have hit that 1,200 benchmark. So I played my cards right, I got lucky, and I got paid now. And so as you can see, I can go right over here, and I can click this. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I'm not interested in doing the Arbiter. I'm interested in 10 Divines. And if I leave that on for a little while, as you saw, if I reverse this and I try to purchase these, I do have to pay 10 Divines. So I'm next on the list, basically. You know, that's going to sell very soon. Yeah, I'm 10 Divines richer for it. Yay. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. I do think it's just pretty straightforward how to find the Citadels. I don't know how to find more of Copper than the other two. The biomes probably have something to do with that. But I definitely know how to make the most out of the Citadels. I think I gave you a nice showcase on that. Don't run the Delirious one. Be a little bit picky about the modifier. Don't run some that, you know, have ailment threshold and that kind of stuff. So probably a bad idea. All right, guys. That's it for the video. Look forward to more videos in the near future. Probably a build guide coming out on this build eventually. Although I didn't do a great job showcasing how strong it is at bossing. Definitely do better than that. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.